When it comes to wet and dry vacs and mops, they can become smelly after a period of time, less effective, even cleaning it up after can be a challenge. But today I want to share with you one you may want to consider. This is the D600 by UWANT. I have worked with UWANT before on another vacuum system, which I still use and I love, and it's great. And this wet dry vac system is perfect for my floor, and whether I'm needing to use it for dry or wet, this has really surprised me, and I look forward to demonstrating it to you. This is strictly for hard floors, not for carpet, by the way, and we'll dive in, show you it in action, picking up some pretty nasty debris, and I will also share my referral link in the description as well as in the comment section. Any discounts and promotions, I'll share that as well. It helps you, it can help my channel, so appreciate that. So first of all, let me share with you what is included. Obviously, you got the wet and dry vac. You also get a HEPA filter, an extra one. There is one in the unit. You also have the roller brush, so it's nice that you could change this out when it comes to that. You also have this brush for cleaning the tank in the back, and you also have the deep cleaning solution. So that comes with it. You have the user manual, also the warranty card, and then you have the box. And then you also have the docking station, which one charges it, but also does the cleaning system, which is really awesome, which I will show you. And then we'll empty everything out so you'll see it not only cleaning up, but after the results. The other thing that it does come with as well is that inside the base unit, you have this odor stick, this odor-free stick to help with the smell. So it's like a deodorant stick, and it really does help. So if you have this tank, because there are two tanks, there's a clean tank and the dirty tank, this helps with that smell. So if it's sitting in there over several days, it will help with that. And you can get those replacement sticks as well. And then these just pop out, and then you put it back in place, and there you go. So they really have thought of the system, how effective it is. And this just goes on the back like that. And there's, by the way, the other HEPA filter that is on there. And then we'll go ahead and put that tank back on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the steps as far as filling up the tank, and we'll highlight the functions on the unit. We'll talk about the mechanism for using it, which makes it very easy as well. And of course, seeing it in action. So lots to share with you in this video, and I'll also timestamp it so you can go to different parts of the videos. I did want to mention before I fill up the tank in how it comes assembled when you get it out of the box. So you're going to get the base unit, and the handle will not be connected. All you need to do is slide that right into the slot, and now it's locked and you're ready to go. And in the back, you can remove it. There is a cover, you remove that, and you use a tool to push in, and it releases the handle if you do need to. The only other thing as well, there will be a tag that will be on the back here, which you'll need to pull out. There uses a button cell battery to use the handle for being able to control the different options when you are using it. So that's it when it comes to setting up. Quick and easy, and you're good to go. And then you just need to charge the unit up, which we'll talk more about the specs. So now it's time to fill the tank up with the cleaning solution and water. You've got the wastewater tank here, which I will show you when we're done with that. But to fill the tank up, you're gonna lay it down and open the gasket. It's silicone. You get your water, you fill up the tank. It is a 1.3 liter tank, and you are going to use about 1 1/4 cap full of the cleaning solution, and you might need to refill as you're using this. So you'll have to just keep an eye on that. And also when you want to go ahead and run it through the machine for sanitizing and cleaning, you will also need to make sure to have that tank filled up, or it won't go through the full process. So we got 1 cap full, and we'll just go for a little bit more. Actually, I'm probably putting a little bit more than I need to, but better have a little bit more than too little, especially with what I'm going to be demonstrating to you. So let's talk about functions. Everything's controlled by the handle, and you'll see everything on the display. So once you're ready to go, you press the top button for power. So first it will tell you that it's in smart mode, which is for light cleaning. You're also seeing the battery percentage, which is 100%, and you get 50 minutes of usage. Now to change the different functions for light to heavier cleaning, you're going to hit the second button. Max mode. Now that's max mode. And the third one dry mode. Is dry mode. So you have those three options. Now this is another mode for a deep disinfectant, and if you hold this button down, it will give an indicator to let you know that it's in that mode. Electrolyzed water activated. Electrolyzed water is activated, so that is for heavy disinfectant, and you're going to want to do that when you've got heavy duty cleaning. It does use more water and more battery power, so use that only when you are needing to do the heavy cleaning. Here you got the volume. Voice prompt off. You could turn the voice prompt off if you want to. You can have it volume up, volume down, and volume down. And then this last one here is for the water levels. Low water output. Low water output. Normal water output. Normal water output. High water output. So high water output, if obviously you're going to use more water, and then you'll probably have to fill the tank again. So for simple dry cleaning, you're going to use the low, or you're going to use the normal. So it's now time to have some fun. First, we're going to do a dry test. So I got crackers, I've got birdseed and sugar, and let's see how it does. Here we go. Look at that. Not too bad. There's still a little bit back here, but for the most part, that got it up in just a couple of shots, going right over it using the dry mode. So that is pretty impressive. So now it's time to really get down to a hard challenge. So this is the wet test. We've got here mustard, we've got ketchup, red cider vinegar. We also have lentil soup and also coconut water. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the max mode. And also going to put it on the extra cleaning. And here we go. Let's see how it does. Look at that. Wow, that is awesome. So in just one swoop forward, one swoop back, it cleaned it all up. So now that I just cleaned it up, just feeling if there's any stickiness, I don't smell anything from the apple cider vinegar. And also it doesn't feel sticky at all. So really well done. And that is basically forwards and backwards and fully clean. So when it comes to suction, this has a rating of 23,000 pascals, which is extremely powerful. Most on the market today have 15 to 20,000. So as you got to see with my demonstration, it picked up both the wet and dry with ease because of the suction power that it provides. So one of the advantages of this wet dry vac is you can go up to the edge, this triple edge cleaning. And so whether you're using wet or dry, you are going to get it to the edge of that baseboard. So you're getting the full roller. I know it's hard to pick that up here with the color of my floor, but right up to that edge, can you use this wet dry vac so you're getting full cleaning on the floor, even at the edge. Some of the other features to be aware of: one, you could put in standby mode when it's in the upright position, and then when you pull it back, it takes it out of standby mode. The other thing is you can grip this one of two ways. You can have it nice and loose like this, and it just makes it so easy to use. So it's not hard to push, and it doesn't take a whole lot of muscle. So you could do this, and it also steers so well with the way that works. Now you can also put it into the locking position as well. Now I just turned the voice off. So you got those two options, which are very nice. Then when you're using this, which I don't have too many places where I could demonstrate this, you could lay this flat down and even use it where you can get under furniture, so which is so nice. If you've got a very low table, like here, if I wanted to get really down and underneath, I can do that, and you could still have it operating. And so you might find other types of units like these out on the market that will only be able to give you a partial angle. Here you can go all the way down, which is so nice. So now the last step is putting the wet dry vac into the docking station, where it's going to charge it and clean it and sanitize it.
Start charging.
So now it says start charging, and now it's going to begin the cleaning process, and it's 4-stage process. So we're going to let it.
Self-maintenance.
So it's doing the self-maintenance. So the first step is green color, and that's basic self-cleaning, and that's for about 5 minutes. It's going to clean it, and you need to make sure you have enough water in there. It gave me a notification to fill the tank back up because it was low on water, and so you need to do that. So green is again for basic self-cleaning. The blue, which is the next step,
Cleaning in progress.
is the deep self-cleaning. The purple is the UVC light.
Begin hot air drying.
Deep sterilization, and the red light is the infrared assisted hot air drying. In total, it takes about 50 minutes. Once it's done, I will be back to show you how clean the roller looks. Okay, the process of cleaning is over. It took about 50 minutes, give or take, and let's take a look. So first of all, the roller feels completely dry, and let's take a look how clean it looks. So how awesome is that? So you don't have to worry about cleaning this. The system, once you put it right on the charging station, it cleans it for you. Here you could see this is pretty clean, but if you needed to, you could clean this area as well, as it's sealed with the IPX6+ rating, so you're good to go. So the last part that we need to do is empty the tank. So when I put it onto the docking station, it told me I had too much wastewater, so I had to empty some of it out and spilled out some of the stuff that I had cleaned up. So that is what is in the sink. You have the HEPA filter, which can get wet, which is nice. So you could just rinse that off and then just let it fully dry, and then you could just swap that out with the other one if you need to. So that's nice, or just have that other one as a backup. So we'll just clean this out. Now you can fully pull this up, and you could see all the debris that it usually collects. All that I had initially collected was right in here. This just washes off easily. Again, you've got your stick here to help with the odor. So if you didn't have a chance to clean out that water waste, then that would help with the smell. So that's what that is there for. And then as far as all the rest that's in the tank, just spill that out and clean the inside out. And of course, you've got that tall brush that you can use to clean the inside of it, unless you have something else that you want to use, and then you are good to go. So that is my demo and overview of this fantastic wet dry vac. I definitely think it is a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great, clean, free day.